9 or 10 guys to be pretty consistent. We just weren't consistent enough. Turnovers were a problem, untimely turnovers. 18 points off turnovers for them, and only 12 for us. That's 6 points. That's twice the difference in the game. And the other thing is, Grant just got going, and it was, we just didn't do a good enough job on him. Probably should have double teamed him earlier. Malcolm had a good game, and they're a physical team. They play hard. They play well at home. So they earned the win.
I think 66-26 in the paint. Obviously, part of that's because you guys were able to get a lot of threes. Basically, now eventually it seemed like you were starting to attack a lot more. Sometimes got some calls, sometimes didn't. But did you feel like you guys were settling too much earlier? Or was it just a case of that's what they were giving you, that's what you had to take?
It's a matter of playing with a level of presence at both ends. When the other team is shooting well over 50%, which they were in the first half, it's hard to get momentum downhill with a bunch of aggressive young guys that are sitting down guarding. When we got the ball into the paint, our numbers were much better than when we didn't, but that's any game in the NBA, any day of the week, So, but defensively is where we needed to be a lot better. We needed to do a lot better on a better job on Grant and Brogdon.
I guess to keep going a little bit on Malcolm, obviously he seemed like he was able to score regardless of who he put on. It seemed like Aaron took that, assignment really personally, did a good job on him late. But what did you think Malcolm did just to get as much space as he got and get to the rim?
Well, he drove the ball. That's the thing that he's really special at is, getting to the edge and turning the corner and getting to the free throw line. And so he was able to do that. The foul discrepancy is something that I don't want to make a big deal out of, but it's there. It's 26-21. It's a big deal. It's a big difference in the game, and you always want the whistle blowing the same amount as at your end as at theirs, and so, but we needed to get more stops. We needed to get more stops, and we didn't do it.
So obviously, I think bench this one. I think it's.
Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle, 5 games into this 6-game road trip. It concludes on Sunday night in Phoenix. The Pacers are 24-18. A win in Phoenix would cap off a 3-3 road trip, which.
It's probably good that we're done with these guys. It's just a tough matchup, right. It didn't go well in the 2 games. The first game was pretty similar to this one, or this one was pretty similar to the first game, and both of those guys had big games that night too. So, hey, we'll learn from it. We'll keep working at getting Pascal immersed in what we're doing. We get another opportunity on Sunday, and so we'll just stay positive and keep moving forward.
Just to go back to Pascal, what would you like about him individually? Obviously, goes for 21. Seemed like he scored at a bunch of different levels. Was certainly trying to show some presence defensively, even when he was guarding Grant. It seemed like he was getting after him. Sometimes he lost those. What did you like about him on both ends?
I liked him at both ends. I would argue that the 5 fouls, maybe could have been 2 or 3 or 4. But I don't want to get into that. He's a unique guy because, you put him in an NBA game, he's going to find a way to get his average everything, and you won't have to run a play for him. He just has a way, just has a knack, and that's how we felt about tonight. That's why I wasn't worried about him fitting in on short notice. But he does need to learn, significant other parts of our system, both sides of the ball, and we'll get to work on that, tomorrow and the next day, and get ready for Phoenix.
Great, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Cool.